So Ian, just to be clear and wrap it up on Starbucks, you think that this company, this brand, is really the CEO driving the reemergence of it?
Yes, I think you're having an opportunity to invest in a depressed company like Chipotle without the, the E. coli, bacteria, but you're getting a company that has underperformed with a new CEO that the market loves, and he's just starting the job at the helm. So whatever, typically, if we would see this quarter being reported as weak, and you have a new CEO, the market might look past it and say, well, the guy just started his job. It hasn't really done anything yet. But if there's any pullback, we would
Sure.
add to it because he really hasn't had a chance to put his mark on the company, and that is something for investors to look forward. So holding it for the next year
Okay.
when he has easy comparisons against last year will be a good idea.
Okay, great. Let's talk about AI. Everybody wants to know, how do I invest in AI? How do you do it?
Well, we see the semiconductor companies like NVIDIA and the like all trading up to new highs. We have many different ways to play it. Amazon is a play on AI with their AWS, Google, Microsoft, and those. But two names I will give you that are more under the radar. Blackstone, everyone knows, is the big private equity powerhouse. Well, they're the largest owners of AI data centers, and people don't really talk about it that much. So Blackstone, when it gets the attention we believe it deserves, being an AI play, this is your best way to play the data centers and the growth of the data centers through AI. So that's one, and that is something. It's a name we've held prior to the AI buzz, but knowing and doing our homework and making sure that they continue to invest in that area, we've increased our position in that name as well. The second is a little bit under the radar for mainstream investors, but the company is called Vertiv, and this company is it's the provider of energy and liquid cooling to data centers. So these data centers get really hot, and you need companies that actually control, the temperature in these data centers. And liquid cooling is the new special way for these companies and products to keep these data centers cool. And these guys are the leaders. 75% of their revenues come from AI data centers. So two companies that some people in the AI space are talking about. Many others outside may not have heard of. Blackstone, they know. Blackstone, they know, but maybe not as an AI play. But these are interesting companies to look at as secondary plays on AI.
Very interesting. What's the ticker there? Vertiv, correct? What's the ticker? What's the ticker? So I got it right.
VRT.
VRT?
RT. Yes, VRT. Victor Robert
Okay,
Thomas.
got it. Got it. Great, thanks. But explain a little bit to our viewers why there are AI data centers. What exactly is that?
Well, you need these computers, right, to power the cloud. And so you've seen a lot of storage facilities being built to hold these data centers. And when these data centers are running all this programs and they're powering all these companies and the businesses like ours that are running on the cloud, you need a lot of these supercomputers. These supercomputers are running these processors in a data center, and they get very hot. So used to have technologies like fanning technologies, but they've had to become more sophisticated. Companies like Vertiv have offered these products and services, and like I said, have become under the radar. But real estate plays that are holding the data centers or the storage have also come into focus as people are starting looking beyond the semiconductor companies that everyone knows. Yes, you can buy NVIDIA and they're a play, but you're buying it at very high valuations, and after a stock has had tremendous returns. This company at 40 billion is still. Go ahead.
No, 40 billion. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's still it's had a good run. But like I said, mainstream investors still do not realize that this is a secondary way to play. And when we talk about what's coming to the market, I think you have a lot of investors coming into this upcoming election that are still saying, I think the market's going to fall before the election, and it hasn't. So when you have that, when everyone is on one side of the trade, the market tends to do what we don't expect. So the market is actually running. And then what you might see if the market gets certainty after November 5th, whether it's a Harris or Trump winner, the market might move higher. And what you might see is the fear of missing out trade. We haven't seen that yet. Yes, the stock market's high, but you haven't seen that craze, that run in 2021 where people are saying, get me into anything. And that's when these companies like Vertiv and Blackstone might get that extra pop for being under the radar plays on AI.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Great to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.